Hi, Douglas Simonson here, coming to you from Mexico with something a little different today. Today I'm going to show you 21 male figure drawing block-ins. And I'm doing it for two reasons. One, to show you some of the different ways you can block in the male figure, and two, to emphasize the importance of the block-in. Your life will be much easier if you always block in the figure roughly and get everything in more or less the right place before you start refining it. And be sure to watch all the way to the end for a special offer on original sketches. Okay, let's go. This is a pretty straightforward pose, but I'm still managing to get some energy into it. The most interesting things about this pose are the fact that his head is leaning back and that hand in front. Couple of things about this. The body is turned toward the left, so the middle line of the front of the body is also more on the left. And the head is tilted back, so the ears are low and the features are up high on the head. You can block in the basic shapes of the body pretty creatively. Whatever shapes turn you on and basically suggest that part of the body. It's a good idea to look at the whole image before blocking it in. Here, for instance, I noticed his legs begin way up high and take up a lot of space in the image area. Sometimes I get really playful with the block in and exaggerate things a lot. This is a good way to get some energy into the pose. You can always pull it back if you need to as you're refining it. The block-in really did its job here, capturing the angles of the hips and shoulders right away so that we've got the basic pose in place right from the start. I put in that arm immediately because it's so important. I kind of built the rest of the block-in from the position of the arm. I thought this pose was a bit boring, so I really played around with the proportions and exaggerated things a lot. Then I gradually pulled it back in again, but ended up with a fun energy in the drawing. I blocked this in twice. The first time was a little too crazy, so I calmed it down a bit on the second one, but still made it lively and energetic. Notice how the angle of the left foot is captured in just a couple of lines. As long as you at least know somewhat what you're doing, exaggerating the figure a lot right at the beginning is a great way to end up with a lot of life and energy in your drawing. With some poses, it's best to just try to outline the basic shape before you even start dealing with body parts. You really have to take in the whole image when you're doing this and just see the big shapes. Here, the upper body is twisting to one side. Establishing that big forearm in front expresses that quickly. Then the twist is emphasized even more when you add the straight facing, very stable hips and legs. A couple of important points about this pose. One, his shoulder is almost as high up as his head because of our point of view. And two, the position of the right foot gives the pose stability. I got really playful with this one, making the upper body and the arms really big because I wanted to emphasize that thrown out arm and the energy of the pose. It's not accurate, but it ends up having a lot of energy. Here's another example of really exaggerating things at first, then pulling it back in as I refine the shapes. It's a lot easier to start out with too much energy and then pull it back in than trying to put in more energy when you started off without much. This one's a nice example of how quickly blocking in the basic shapes can give you more freedom to be playful as you're refining things. Here's another one where outlining the whole pose seemed to me to be a better approach than putting down the basic body parts first. With some poses, it just seems easier to outline everything, then start defining the parts of the body. This one's a good example of blocking in the basic body parts to build the pose instead of outlining it. Your approach can change depending on the pose. Here's another one where it just makes sense to approach it as an outline, as a big basic shape first, especially because the basic shape is so distinct and so beautiful. This one would have been better if I'd lowered the shoulder on the right more and raised the shoulder on the left. Here's another pose where I started things out with a lot of exaggerated energy, then pulled it back in as I refined it. I love drawing this kind of pose where it's an extreme angle and an unusual pose, but still basically pretty simple. I had a lot of fun with the shapes. And that's it, 21 block-ins. I hope you enjoyed watching those and maybe picked up some tips. And now, because you've watched the whole video all the way through, I've got something special for you. The videos you've just seen give you an idea of the kind of sketches that I create regularly. I keep the best of those and show them in my online gallery. These are a great way to collect original art because they're small, easy to frame, and best of all, affordable. Even more affordable for you right now because I'm letting you in on a secret discount code just for viewers of this video. The discount code showing on the screen right now will give you a 35% discount on the sketch or sketches of your choice from my online gallery. Visit my site, check out the sketches, put your favorites in the shopping cart, and then at checkout, put in this discount code to get 35% off on the sketches. Write this code down because it's good for 6 months. It expires on August 27th, 2025. And thank you for being a faithful follower of my art and my YouTube channel. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That gives me encouragement to do more videos. And if you got a little inspired watching all these block-ins today, great. Sharpen your pencils and go draw!